Hey there, your chief visionary, Natasha Davis with Impact Branding, coming to you with another 5 simple steps series. In this particular step, we are still talking about supply chain management. This is step number 3 that I'm going to cover for you today. And so, as you know, we've been going into supply chain management, and I have been helping to uncomplicate it and to simplify it, and also to show you how supply chain management is relevant not only for product-based companies, but also for service-based companies as well. So as we continue to simplify the processes and the principles of supply chain management, I want to go ahead and break some things down to you as we talk about the standard operational flows in supply chain management. So as I've shared in step 1 and step 2, supply chain management is extremely relevant. It's important in both product-based businesses and service-based businesses, where traditionally product-based companies were forced, they had to adopt some form of a supply chain management process. Service-based companies quickly learned that they too needed a supply chain management process, as they realize that this actually is beneficial. So why is supply chain management needed, and whether you're large, medium, or small, why? Supply chain management helps to control waste. It also helps to improve throughput, improve customer service. Supply chain management would also stabilize the company in order to successfully be in position to meet the supply and demand trends that happen in the industry. With that, as a business owner and a leader, you have to understand the standard operational flow of supply chain management so that you can make profitable decisions. So there are 2 key principles that you really must know about supply chain management, right? And again, I covered what it is in step 1 and step 2. So this is step 3, and we're talking about the standard operational flow. The first thing to keep in mind is that there are 3 important people in supply chain management, and the business owner and leader has to know this so that every decision that they make takes into consideration all 3 of these persons. Person 1 is the supplier or the distributor. This is who the company, the business, purchases the raw material or raw information or access from. The second person is the producer, which is the business owner. That's you. And you are packaging it so that you can provide the goods, the finished goods and services to the end user. The customer is the third person, and they are the buyer of the finished products or services. So the next thing that you have to understand with respect to standard operational flow is that in supply chain management, the product or service flows from the business owner, the company, which is the producer, to the customer, while cash flows from the customer to the producer, right, which is the business, and then from the producer to the supplier, which is the distributor. So there is a standard operational flow, and you can't make a decision with your business without understanding all 3 persons that are part of this flow: the supplier, the producer, the customer. And all 3 are important, and all 3 are relevant in having a successful business. So when standard operational flow of for the supply chain management of the company is fragmented, the business will feel the negative effects directly in their cash flow and also in their profit margins. So when you see supply chain management, I want you to see that it is a necessity, irrespective if you're a product-based business or a service-based business. Whether you're large, medium, or small, it really doesn't matter. So work on your supply chain management process and make sure that you are going to either implement it or you're going to improve it to make sure that the flow of it is actually in alignment with your business model. So there you have it. Insight on supply chain management as it relates to standard operational flow. And I understand supply chain management can be very complex to understand. And believe me, it can run very deep. However, just know that every single business that operates, that wants to grow consistently and wants to have a thriving company, also wants to control waste, improve customer satisfaction, service delivery, will have to have a supply chain management process. And like I said, product or service, it's necessary. Large, medium, or small, it's absolutely necessary. So Go ahead and apply some of these principles. And if you have not subscribed to the Impact Branding Videos channel, click the button right there that says subscribe and go ahead and feel free to tell others to come check us out. I want you to pop in and check out the next step that in this particular series next week when I go ahead and release that. And remember, I am Natasha Davis, your Chief Visionary with Impact Branding. And remember, at Impact Branding, we make sure that no good brand is left behind.